three phases in my life that I was drawn by an indispensable Christ. All three of them are kind of similar in a way. One was when I first believed on the Lord. I was rather young at the time. I did know what I was doing, but I think at the time the fact that Jesus had all authority, I think that's the thing that touched me. I was too young really to understand about love and things like that. This is not a child concept. I think we all understand this. If you don't, well, you need to learn it. Understanding love is an adult thing. It's not a child thing. I think it was the authority of, I was afraid not to. That's kind of what it boils down to. And I did. And then I fell away into the world of violence. I may even be a murderer. I don't know. It was that bad. I still to this day don't know. And God graciously awakened me. And incidentally, I did because I made bad companions. Every time someone goes back, it's connected with a person. They made connection with some person. May not have been face to face, may have been a book or whatever, but they made connection with one of the children of the devil. But I think it is the same thing that drew me back, but it was a little bit different. This time it was, he has power enough to receive me. I kind of sense that anyone that has power to damn you has power to save you too. See? And then and he did receive me. And then I was 15 years old. I'd lived an adult life, but by the time I was 15, there was hardly anything I hadn't done. And I came to the Lord and I vowed that whatever He required, I'd do it. And if He ever showed me anything, I'd tell it. And to this day, I've kept it. But there was another thing that drew me to Christ, like the day dawning, the day star rising in your heart. And again, I think it was associated with Christ's authority. But I realized that someone who has all authority can dispense grace and power at will. And I saw what theologically is called the sovereignty of God, and how He executes it through Christ. And it neutralized all the fear of opposition I may have had. So in all three of these, it's the fact of the authority of Christ. See, I'd have never known that if somebody wasn't preaching that. I'd never have known that. I don't even think I could have got it out of the Bible. I would have had a hard time, because there's certain things you're blind to. Somebody preached that, and then God put it together in my spirit, and I thought, if Christ is who He says He is, and I knew in my intellect, I knew it can't be that He's not, because God can't lie, then He can not only receive me, He can show me. He can show me what He said He'd show. And He's done it, and He's still doing it. And I thank God for it.